call to order the Planning Commission meeting for Tuesday, December 2, 2025. Madam Secretary, may we have roll call? Thank you.
Chairman Cattouli.
Here.
Commissioner Bellamy.
Here.
Commissioner Koszewski.
Present.
Commissioner Horton. Commissioner Oler.
Here.
Commissioner Prince.
Here.
Commissioner Wise. Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Suzanne, do we have any communications?
No, I've provided everyone with the non-draft copy of the calendar tonight. And then tomorrow we have our last brown bag lunch, and that has been moved to our conference room from the training room if you're planning on attending. And then also next week, the luncheon.
Thank you. Okay, approval of the meeting minutes. Has everyone had a chance to review them? Any comments, questions?
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the October 2nd and November 11th minutes as is.
October 21st. Ed.
21st, excuse me, October 21st.
Thank you. Second.
Okay, we have first and second. Any further comments or questions before we vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We have two consent agreement.
Yeah, we have two final plats on the consent agenda that we discussed this morning. 5A is final subdivision plat SUV 2560, a major final bonded plat of subdivision creating 26 residential lots, common area, and private rights-of-way in Phase 10C of Grand Dunes North. And 5B is final subdivision plat SUV 25-61, a major final bonded plat of subdivision creating 28 residential lots, common area, and private rights-of-way in Phase 7B of Grand Dunes North.
Okay. I want to cite a small discrepancy in area on the common area. I saw on the plan sheets there's two common area parcels, the larger one at 2.67 acres and a smaller triangular one at 0.47 acres. I can't come up with what they're coming up with for the total area of the common areas.
On which plat?
There's three pieces. There's
Yeah, that's what I can't find.
right there.
Oh, geez.
C to C.
Okay. Yep. All right, that should answer that question. Yep. Thanks, Ed. Any other questions, comments? Okay. Are there any comments or questions by commissioners? Are you satisfied? Okay. I entertain a motion.
I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda items as submitted.
Second.
Any further comments? Last chance. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. You're right.
Okay, moving on to item 6A. This is a sketch plan SUV 25-19, a sketch plan of subdivision creating 41 residential lots, open space, and public rights-of-way at Harper Valley off Tommy Chestnut Road. You've seen this a couple of times on your agenda. It started August 15th, and it has been postponed to allow them to provide justification regarding the tree removals. It's a 13.2 acre property, undeveloped and vacant. It is zoned R1A, and it's adjacent to the Kingsport subdivision and Palmetto Harbor. We discussed it a lot this morning. Again, this sketch plan step is relatively new. The next step will be preliminary plat from which they would be able to go forward and get a grading plan. This just kind of gives them a preliminary conceptual level entitlement for their lots and infrastructure. There are a few comments that we included at the last meeting as well as this morning, and I don't know, the applicant's here if anyone has any questions.
Okay, any comments or questions by the commissioners?
I think we went through it in pretty lot of detail this morning, and for our first attempt at a sketch plan, I think it worked out pretty well.
Have any comments from the public? All right. Any other questions, comments by the commissioners? Entertain a motion.
I move that the Planning Commission approve the sketch plan SUB-25-19 prepared for Harper Valley with the provision that buffers, screenings, and plantings be identified in the preliminary plat.
Second that motion.
Last chance for comments. I'll entertain a motion, or, I'm sorry, we already did that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
So we have item 6B, rezoning request Z2515. We received an application requesting the rezoning of one parcel containing .33 acres located on the corner of Poinsett and 37th Avenue South. They're currently zoned R2 and requesting highway commercial. This item was previously scheduled for the October 7th agenda, but was postponed at the applicant's request. The parcel contains a single-family home, and the surrounding parcels are zoned R2, highway commercial, and R1. So to compare existing and proposed zoning, the purpose of the R2 district is to provide for limited alternatives to single-family housing, smaller lot development, and correspondingly higher densities, but not permit the crowding of development on individual lots or parcels. The purpose of the highway commercial district is to provide commercial opportunities to the traveling public and areas in the community where large-scale commercial projects may take place, with minimal impact on contiguous residential development. This district is designed to support local as well as regional shopping centers and business complexes. This district will accommodate a wide range of business and commercial uses, clustered where feasible for cumulative attraction and located for optimum accessibility. Now to look at the permitted uses, to look in the R2 district, those uses include the following: zero lot line, single-family detached developments, townhouse developments, family daycare homes, multiplexes, so triplex and quadruplex dwellings, and single-family and common projects. Permitted uses within highway commercial district include personal service establishments, convenience, primary and secondary retail establishments, general business services, funeral homes and accessory crematoriums, professional offices, commercial recreation establishments, churches, places of worship, religious institutions, including accredited educational facilities, motels, hotels, lodges, and inns, hospitals, clinics, nursing, and convalescent homes, educational institutions, armories, lodges, civic clubs, commercial and training schools, animal hospitals, veterinary clinics, automobile service and repair, public and private transportation service and facilities, commercial parking lots and structures, adult entertainment establishments, and signs are permitted by Article 3. Accessory uses incidental to multifamily dwellings, hotels, motels, inns, lodges, and resort residential. Other accessory uses are cemeteries and video gaming machines or stations. So just to look at questions we consider by ordinance, the relationship of the request to the comprehensive plan. The proposed zoning designation highway commercial is not a primary recommended zoning district within the compliance index. Whether the request violates or supports the plan. The proposed highway commercial zoning is inconsistent with the residential suburban land use classification found in the 2018 comprehensive plan. Whether the uses permitted by the proposed change would be appropriate in the area. So the uses permitted in the highway commercial district would be appropriate in the area. The subject property is located along 37th Avenue South, a designated focus area in the 2018 comprehensive plan. This corridor was historically the main street of Windy Hill and is a walkable 0.44-mile connection between US Highway 17 and Ocean Boulevard. The plan describes the area as predominantly residential with neighborhood commercial businesses located at each end, transitioning to dense beachfront hospitality development along Ocean Boulevard. Access is subject to city encroachment permit approval. Public water and sewer are available, and there were no issues at the staff level. So if you do choose to forward to City Council with recommendations of approval, I do recommend option C to recognize substantial change or changing conditions or circumstances in a particular locality.
And if we do not recommend, it would go with A, correct?
It would be the alternate motion to recommend denial.
Is there any discussion on this request this morning at the workshop?
Well,
A lot of discussion this morning in regards to this.
a lot of discussion. You want to rehash some of that?
Well, Rocky, this, well,
trying
Mr. Chairman, this morning we were discussing the point of the housing and what potentially could go there down the road, all right? Where you have just our residential there, and then down on the bottom, I guess that's the neighborhood
Yes, and
commercial
the-
that's
and
there.
the pink is neighborhood commercial.
You know, do I personally feel that I feel it should be neighborhood, but then that would be spot zoning, and we can't go that far. You know, somewhere down the line with the focal areas in the four towns that are North Myrtle Beach, 37th Avenue, the old Main Street, eventually, you know, maybe in the next comprehensive plan, that could be changed where, hey, we can make that neighborhood commercial and give the opportunity to do something there. All right, unfortunately, the one piece across the street that was grandfathered in, you know.
Look at the intersection of 37 and Poinsett. That would make all four quadrants highway commercial,
No,
no?
no. Don't
That's the proposed.
you show up the other map?
Current.
See, across the other two corners are not highway commercial. They are residential.
What was the other, flip back to the other map, because it's,
So this is the zoning map, which these properties on the corner that are in mention right now are zoned highway commercial. And then on the existing land use, they are considered residential based on the Horry County land codes and currently what's out there.
that went away, it would
Yeah.
be brought back as that. It wasn't chosen, it was grandfathered, so it wasn't like it went through the process of being, believed that was what was right for it, that just is what. And so this conformed to that. But this is starting to head down that street piece zoning, and I just think, you know, maybe in the land use, it could look at how that street might be addressed with a lot more discussion from the residents than, as well as that's not a request on the table.
Yeah. Okay. I'd like to ask for any public input. We have any?
I live at 38th Avenue, 710 38th Avenue South. Been there for 44 years. We're right back to the back of that property. It was owned by a North Carolina man for quite a while and just sold not too long ago. And we heard about this. We saw the sign of the thing, and we were worried about what was going to go there. And once we open it up to commercial, the possibilities are endless. They could come and, I mean, we could have an adult store behind us in the community with a lot of residential, up to a smoke shop, to a biker bar, or whatever they want to put there. And I think that, you know, it's not going to just hurt just that little area. It's going to extend down the street, because what's going to happen is I think people are going to start getting more opportunities to address, let's make the whole street commercial piece by piece over 20, 30 years, and you're still spot zoning everything. Then eventually, you know, building that area up. So I totally contest it. I'm totally against it. And I hope you guys will, you know, shut it down. But thank you for hearing me.
Good evening. My name's Mary Sheeran. I live on 38th Avenue South, kind of across the street from this property. I'm a new resident here. I love Windy Hill. I love North Myrtle Beach. My husband recently died unexpectedly, and he was very much against this. And that's why I'm here tonight, because I want to ask you all if you'd like to have a highway commercial lot across the street or next to your property, next to your home. This is my home now. And I don't think it's a good idea. Thank you.
Sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Thank you.
Do we have any more public comment?
Come.
You want to step up here, please?
Right now, have no plans. Scott Allen. I live on Turner Street. I have no plans to physically change the property, and nor would I ever put anything in like that on my neighbors. Right now, it's an Airbnb. We wanted to get it rezoned because I think the corners around it are all commercial, whether they were grandfathered in or not. I don't know what, you know, it's still commercial, and that's all we were asking to do. Not like we're planning on putting anything in it that's derogatory to the neighborhood.
I might ask, what are your plans for it if you rezone it?
Right now, the plan is just to put an office in it, a real estate office, a one-person real estate office. That's it. Okay? Any more questions? Thank you.
I don't think the issue was about it being an office. The issue is
The zoning.
something could happen to whatever that was next week, and then the next person up, it could be whatever. I mean, and you know, the little auto repair shop's been there since I was a kid, and that's a long time ago. And so it wasn't, you know, the folks that had property around there, it wasn't exactly desirable even then, and to even have an opportunity to invite something like that to continue deeper down into the neighborhood, there has to be a demarcation line, and except for the fact that that property is grandfathered in, it wouldn't be there today, and to change that now, I just don't really think it's appropriate. No.
Okay. We have any other comments by commissioners? Okay, I'd like to call for a motion.
I move that the Planning Commission recommend denial of the rezoning request Z-25-15 as submitted.
Second.
Last chance for comments? All those in favor of denial?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it.
Item 7A is zoning ordinance text amendment ZTX 2513. This is a text amendment that allows provisions for the reconstruction, repair, or reestablishment of non-conforming beach cabanas. You saw that a couple of meetings ago at the November 3rd meeting. City Council postponed that ordinance on second reading to allow this ordinance to catch up with it. And what this ordinance does is it allows, once we delete beach cabanas from our ordinance, that will be a non-conforming use. And I know of two, the Tidewater and the Barefoot Beach Cabana. So what this ordinance amendment does is it allows those to be reconstructed, repaired, or reestablished, specifically a structure utilizing single-family design and development standards that serves as an oceanfront-related amenity for a larger residential development. That was the former definition of beach cabana, formerly regulated as a beach cabana house, that the provisions of section 23-133-2 and 3 shall not apply. And those provisions are, if it's damaged beyond 75%, it can't be rebuilt. So this would allow those beach cabanas that exist now, even after the use is abandoned, for them to be replaced. It's a very wordy way of me to say that, I'm sorry, but yeah.
Replaced as a beach cabana.
Replaced as a beach cabana.
That would be the only two.
That's the only two that I'm aware of, yes. The Barefoot Beach Cabana and the Tidewater Community Beach Cabana. There's a third one, oh, there's 5. My apologies, I didn't know that.
Do we need to take another look at this?
It will protect all 5.
Okay, so it's not just for the two then?
Yeah, it's, all 5 will be
It
protected.
doesn't specifically reference
Okay.
just two.
I know, but we specifically are saying all that.
Yeah.
In this.
We all know.
Chris, of those 5, all right, are there any more that may be floating out there that this is going to own?
We're just extending the window from the 50% to 75%.
No, 100%. It could be
Okay.
completely washed away, and they could rebuild it.
Bubbled to the ground.
Okay, say Tidewater was to decide to sell theirs. Say Tidewater was to decide to sell their Cabana home, how would that? So the next one owning it would have the same rights as this one, so it's not just for Tidewater, it's for that property.
But it could be sold for a use that's conforming other than a cabana house.
That happened with one.
Neighborhood.
So if the cabana house is the use as a cabana house, if the property's use as a cabana house ceases, it's changed to something else. And if they do change the use, then it's no longer considered a cabana house for purposes of this text amendment.
On our part, against them.
But if they changed it back to a single family, could they do that? But other uses, no. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
They're
more education.
oceanfront, so they could be changed back to R4 rental.
They are within that zoning district, yeah.
All the oceanfront Cherry Grove's R4.
Yeah, exactly. So they could use it for whatever. They could use it
Go
for
back to
whatever.
R1 and go back to whatever the previous zoning. Or don't, that would be spot. R1 and R4.
They converted it back to R4, it would be conforming.
R4, okay, yes. They said R1.
Do single family detached and all.
Exactly, yeah, but it's an alternate use.
So you could have a private equity group go to a neighborhood in financial need and buy their cabana house, and then have select members of their private equity group have access to the beach club cabana.
so someone else could do what she's saying.
Cabana houses.
Everybody's
Like we're on-
satisfied on that? Any further questions? Anyone from the public? We'll entertain a motion.
I move that the planning commission recommend approval of the zoning ordinance text amendment ZTX-25-13 as submitted.
Second.
Sorry.
Last chance for comments. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Merry Christmas.
Item 7B, zoning ordinance text amendment ZTX-25-14. This is a text amendment revising subdivision and non-commercial signs. That's what it was initially conceived as. We had a workshop November 13th. We've taken out the non-commercial sign portion of this for now. We need to figure out where we need to go legally with that. So this is just affecting the subdivision signs. Section 2336, sign regulations. We're adding a couple of residential districts that have not yet, that were never added into this. So R1, R1A, R1B. We've also added R1E and CR. R2B was somehow missed. So in subdivisions with more than 10 lots, 2 subdivision entrance signs per principal entrance are allowed. Such signs shall designate the subdivision by name or symbol only and shall be placed on the face of a masonry entrance wall to said subdivision or residential district. 1, such sign shall not exceed 20 square feet per sign face and an aggregate area of 40 square feet per entrance, nor shall they exceed a height of 7 feet. If a double-faced sign is used without the entrance walls, only 1 such sign is allowed per entrance. And we're adding Part 2, subdivision entrance signs that exceed any of the above specifications, including but not limited to sign area, height, placement, or supporting structure, may be permitted only by special exception pursuant to Section 2364 when site conditions or design circumstances justify a departure from the standard limits. We talked about the special exception requirements this morning. It's not injurious to neighboring properties. It's harmonious with the neighborhood, all of those elements. This puts it as a special exception under BZA. They can approve larger signs.
And this is just for my knowledge, did we include, when we're talking about adding different areas, conservation community, any of the future names?
I did put them in there. CR and R1E are in there.
Okay, perfect.
We'll see where that gets with council based on the timing of y'all's workshops for that and everything, but yeah, they are in there for now.
Thank you.
Any further questions or comments? Entertain a motion.
I move the planning commission recommend approval of the zoning ordinance text amendment ZTX-25-14 as submitted.
Second.
Last chance for comments. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Mr. Chairman, I need to recuse myself on the next item.
Item 7C is minor PDD amendment Z25-18. This is a minor amendment to the Prince Resort PDD for a temporary sign for the pier and restaurant. This directs visitors to the protected pedestrian walkway used to access the pier and restaurants while circulation is disrupted due to construction, and the sign will be removed when construction is complete. It's a 4x8 sign. It'll be painted white with those graphics on it.
It adheres to the city standards of signs based off of the large building.
I guess so, yeah.
It's way below the
Yeah.
limit for the signage.
Any comments or questions from the public? Entertain a motion.
I move that the Planning Commission approve the minor planned development district amendment to the Prince Resort PDD Z-25-18 as submitted.
Second.
Last chance for comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. About it. Any further comments by the public? Inviting comments now? No, no one's here. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Done.
That one doesn't it?
Oh, by the way,